Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch out. Watch out.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now Taylor to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check. Check.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
42's the mark. Yeah. You don't want none.
Check. Okay, over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throw me! Jeff! Protein spill!
42. You can't block me. You can't.
Hey, black! Flip it down.
Rodgers going to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the slam. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Check. Bravo. Mike's 4-2. Here we go. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Ready, go. Watch the screen. Showing it.
On first down, it's Taylor. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Let's go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Hard to believe, but 6 weeks of the NFL schedule will have come and gone by the conclusion of this one. But coming up Thursday night, a good one to kick off Week 7. Kansas City and Denver from up at Mile High. Kickoff at 8:20 Eastern, 6:20 local there in the midst of the Rockies. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Adam Humphries, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Just like that.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Let's go. Jump out.
They'll run it with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check 4. Teammate. Shoot. Yeah, Liz. Here we go. Check 58. Look again.
Here's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Get the ball. Get 300.
Now Jones. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
You got 58.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he's got room. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st down, here's Breida. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Come.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
No. 258.
40's Mike.
We are going.
You're not ready. Check 31. Check 31.
This is Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Green 18. 59. Here we go, D.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Prater on to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Bang, 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 bang. Get 300, get 300.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike's 4-2. Inside. Let's go, D. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first carry down for Alex Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Back north.
59, Mike.
Back north.
Check, 59. Tighten up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
As diverse as the running game has become.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Taylor, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now throwing again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Taylor. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
To throw is Taylor, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Taylor throwing on 3rd and long. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Out. Check 13. Check 13.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devon Kennard. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the most Just curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Now it's Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Mike. He's 18.
Tackle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, check 26.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check. Hey, 88.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Let's get it.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On third down, a run from Breida. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this one boiled down in the